even in their kennel rooms, like some of them won't eat for a few days because they're so stressed. They won't take treats. They'll chew their blankets. Like it's a high stressor to be dropped off at a shelter.
Hey guys, what's up? Tabitha Peters here for Rebel News. I'm currently standing in front of Dogtail's Rescue and Sanctuary here in King City, Ontario. So recently, owners have been surrendering their pets back at shelters and rescues after having adopted them during the pandemic. I wanted to reach out to a dog shelter or rescue to talk to people who work in this organization to hear what they have to say on this matter. So I do have an appointment and I'm going to be speaking with Cassandra, who is the kennel manager for Dogtails.
So when the pandemic first hit, obviously everyone in the world didn't know what was happening. So we did shut down to the public. We didn't have any private appointments and it was just our staff. There's a donkey right here. Welcome to Dogtails. So just our staff were here and we spent a lot of time just training the dogs in-house and giving them lots of attention. We placed, I think it was about 40 or 50 dogs into foster, so we were very empty as well.
The Toronto Animal Services had said that 709 pets were given to city shelters from January 1st to June 23rd of this year, compared to 404 during the same time last year. It's not only in Canada that this is happening. Sources all over North America are posting similar data on the rising numbers of canines showing up to the shelter, whether it's from off the street or by owners. Same owners who are leaving them behind to go back to in-office work. Others also claim that the prices are too high.
Working from home, started to go back to work and just kind of life kicked in. We've been getting, I would say, double if not triple the amount of surrender applications per month. So it went from like 50-ish per month like a few years ago to about 200 a month. So it's been really overwhelming ever since kind of COVID and everything got back to normal.
So for me, I'm a dog owner and my dog gets separation anxiety. Have you seen a change in their reaction when their former owners drop them off? What is it like to see an animal suffer like that? And then you guys have to kind of take over and kind of change it around and make sure they feel better. Like, how is the process when that happens?
It's really terrible. It's kind of, we can do as much treats and affection, but at that point in time, all the dog wants is their person, right? So it really just takes time. Like usually when we get a surrender in, they're dragging our staff to the parking lot or the area they last saw their owner. That usually dies down as they go each time and see they're not there. And then we can start training and doing a lot of treat training and giving them the love that they never got and giving them the medical care that they really need. But honestly, it's just time. Like it's really heartbreaking to see the stress the dogs go through. Even in their kennel rooms, like some of them won't eat for a few days because they're so stressed. They won't take treats. They'll chew their blankets. Like it's a high stressor to be dropped off at a shelter. Each dog has their own furniture, whatever they like in their room. So if they're chewers, we have more durable things. If they're okay with furniture, we have like fancy dressers that they can hide in if they want. We basically accommodate whatever the dog needs. You'll also see curtains, and that's just for dogs that might want their own space and might be reactive, just to give them more privacy.
Who's your friend that you bonded with so far in there?
This is Trey. I've actually come to see him once before today, so it's my second time coming to see him because I loved him so much. He's just a really sweet one, just likes to cuddle and eat his treats.
Do you find that it makes a big difference having that one-on-one time with dogs?
I think it does, because we get time to bond. I can stay in there for an hour, I can stay in there for the whole 3 hours if I want to, just bonding with one dog. And I think it really does help their own morale and like helping them feel better themselves, knowing that people love them, not just trying to walk them and feed them and make sure they're okay. People actually care about them.
Majority of the dogs that I saw were big breeds, and I wonder if there's a pattern that larger dogs are more likely to end up in the shelter and rescues than smaller ones.
Yeah, it's definitely true. I think it's just because any behavioral issues that they have, whether it's even things like them jumping up or being rambunctious or having accidents, it's just more and bigger and more powerful. So I think that's probably why large breeds get surrendered more than small breeds.
As I walked along the property, I realized that the dogs here have a huge space to roam around on. One thing that also stood out to me was seeing horses living freely on the acres of land. It's more than just dogs being rescued here.
So when we first opened up many years ago, I think it's about 7, 8 years ago, we rescued a bunch of horses from auction. So many people don't know, but horses in Canada, they're used in different communities to carry wagons, or they're used for racing. And when they get injured, they become old and they're no longer able to, because their bodies just can't handle it, or they have behavioral issues, medical issues. They usually get dumped at auction to kind of make that last penny on them kind of thing. So when they're in auction, majority of people aren't going to buy horses that are damaged and not worth anything. So they go to auction, and they actually are used for meat. So that's where our sanctuary stepped in a few years back and basically just filled our grounds with these horses, and we were able to save a big group. And then here and there each year, like, we're a sanctuary, so as animals get older, they pass away, and we make space, and we take in here and there. But right now we're at max capacity for our farm animals. We have all sorts of farm animals as well.
I was also able to meet with a few dogs who are up for adoption.
This is Hatchie. She is a 6-year-old mixed breed. She's amazing with people, as you can see. She loves children. Like, she would do well in any type of family home. She just prefers to be the only dog in the home. She's okay meeting dogs on walks, but in the home she can be a little bit protective of herself. Like, she kind of likes all the attention, so she'd be good as the only pet in the home. Look at her.
How long has she been here?
So Hatchie's been here almost a year now with us. She's overlooked a lot. It might be because her age and just the way she looks, I'm not sure, but will be a wonderful family pet. She's super sweet.
Hello. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay.
This is Scar. He is a 9-month-old, very excited puppy, as you can see.
Oh my God, he's a puppy.
Yeah. So he's still going to grow a little bit more. We don't know his exact breed, but we're guessing some sort of Mastiff mix, just based off of his temperament, and his paws are huge still, so he's going to be a big boy. So a lot of our dogs that can pull a lot or jump up a lot, we train them on a gentle leader collar. It's just a more gentle way to avoid the jumping up so they don't choke themselves. So that's what Scar's wearing here. It's trying to eat your mic.
I know, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. After meeting 2 dogs already, you can actually see the happiness in their face. They're so comfortable in this environment, and that's something that I really wanted to hone in and focus on. So we're gonna meet one more dog.
This is Jack. He's a 1.5-year-old Saluki. He's been here for about 6 months. He's a super friendly guy, especially with people. He's good with kids. He's good with female dogs, not so much the males, but he likes the ladies. Yeah, he came from Israel. They were used as hunting dogs over there, so he came out of that situation, but he's a friendly guy considering.
Do you have any comments on people who have been trying to surrender their pet back to the rescues and shelters?
Obviously it's a very difficult decision to try and surrender a dog. But if I really just try to think of any way that you can change your life to help them, so that they don't have to come to a shelter, because it's a really hard place for them to be, and I guarantee they much rather be with you. So if there's anything you can do to keep them out of the shelter, like, please consider it.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Unfortunately, we do not have any pet merchandise in the store yet, but until then, please go to our website, rebelnewsstore.com, and use code SUMMER to buy 2 unisex shirts and get 1 free.